have an access to the answer. If the question is differently put, then the answer will get modified and people may not catch the true answer, the exact answer. So who is I? Yesterday we understood that the I is, the particular word I is consciousness. This is the answer. You find in all the kind of literature, wherever you go you will find this answer. But unfortunately the society has not been acquainted with this kind of meaning. We all take it as though we are the bodies. There we are missing the track. We think the word I represents my body and myself. Though myself we are calling, but we do not know what is self. So we are thinking again self to be a personal body and mind and body. See? So the spiritual science is not dealing with only mind and body, but it deals with the spirit actually. It is called spiritual science. The stress should be on the spirit. So the spirit is not understood very well because they are not seen. The big problem is that Sushmatvat avignayam. Because I am not seen, I am very, very small in size. People are unable to identify me. Mam avajanante mudhaha. People are, Sri Krishna says that people are ignorant. They don't know. Mam avajanante mudhaha. Dehi namtanam asritam. I am only in your own body, but you are not able to. Param bhava majananto. My greatness, my superiority, my supremacy is not being recognized by the society, by the common man. Okay, so this is how the situation is as on today in the society. So we had to make it little more clear. People must have clarity of what? Of I. That's it. So who is I? We know that I is consciousness, and consciousness is the cause of the whole creation, because consciousness is in every species of this universe, and that is termed as the basis for the universe, that is the cause of the creation. The cause of the cause is consciousness. That is what is, in Sanskrit, we call it as aham. I is termed as aham. Aham, what is aham? Now, who is aham? Aham is Brahman. So the answer has been given already. Aham Brahmasmi. Answer is already there. Well laid and well said, well explained. Not now, right from the beginning of the creation. It is given. It is coming from the Vedas. Veda is Veti iti Veda. See, to know. These books, these literatures are there for us to know things. If we don't know the Vedas, then we do not know anything. So that's what we have to go. Brahman, if you don't know the Brahman, you cannot become Brahmana. If you don't know the Brahman, what is it? Then who you are? You cannot be Brahman. People say we are all belonging to the caste of Brahman, but there is no caste as such. Brahmana, it is not Brahmana, it is Brahman. Brahmam janati iti Brahmanaha. That's what in Sanskrit they have given the clarity. Aham Brahman. Aham means I. Whoever is having the I, that is consciousness. I is called self. Whoever has got the self is a Brahman. He is the Brahman. So whoever knows Brahman is real Brahmana. Okay. So this is the clarity. No, we must have. Without clarity, we use the words. That's why all the problems are coming. We don't know what is what. We go in a different track. We misunderstand things, mistake things. Okay. So, my dear friends, now yesterday we have done up to this. I is self and it is consciousness. Now we will see next class I'll take the assistance of um, the PPT is there for us. And now, are you able to see the PPT? My dear masters, are you able to see the PPT?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, it is coming now, getting expanded. I think in a while it comes. Okay, now are you able to view that? What is I? Are you able to see that?
Still we are not able to see.
PPT has not come.
Not come.
Okay, share screen I have put. Now you see, it is coming up. No.
No, sir.
No.
Yeah, now we are able to see.
And you are able to see now?
Yeah. You maximize, you maximize the PowerPoint.
Okay, PowerPoint now it is maximized. Okay. Are you able to see?
Yeah, we are able to see. This small Skype screen you put below the taskbar, sir.
Yesterday we dealt with, so what is I? Normally the question, what are you? Who are you and what are you? See, both questions we generally use in the common language. Who are you? When once we say, who are you? I am so and so, you will say, I am Sivaramappa. Okay. And what are you? What are you means you are not going to give your name. Now what are you? So you will say that I am so and so person. I am a teacher. I am a software engineer, or I am a pyramid master. Okay. I am a speaker. So like that. So what are you is nothing but what are you doing. Doing is in brackets. Understood? What is that you are doing? That's called what are you. Okay. So now who are you? I am so and so. I am the physical body, That is the reason. What is, who is I? I is consciousness. And what is I? So the question is, what is I doing? Doing means in brackets. So now the work aspect has come. The jnana is that I am consciousness, I is consciousness, and the purpose is, what is that I is supposed to do? This is Jnana Kanda and this is Karma Kanda. What is I belongs to the Karma Kanda, and who is I belongs to the Jnana Kanda. Okay. You should know who you are and you should know what you are doing. Okay. The Jnana and Karma both form part of spiritual science. Knowing and doing. Thinking, speaking and doing. This is called Vikarana Shuddhi. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. What is that we have to do? We have to think well, speak well and do well. That's it. So, the thinking and understanding capacity is that who is I, and how to speak, how to do is a business of what is I. I has to do that sort of thing. Now, having said, now it has to do some work. It is defined in our scriptures by Shankaracharya, in his work, Viveka Chudamani, he has well explained what is that I supposed to do. Okay. He defined Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam iti Brahman. Brahman is equal to consciousness. That is, Brahman is equal to I. Brahman is self. Similarly, you don't forget about that you is also that. Tattvamasi. And don't forget that he is also that. Soham. And don't forget, that is also standing for the same thing, consciousness. What is that? Tat. It is also made up of that. He is also made up of that. She is also made up of that. You are also made up of that. I am also made up of that. What is that? Tat Brahmatvam. Okay? Tat Tvam. Okay? So that Brahman is I. Okay? Then, what is that? It speaks and it has embodiment. What is that embodiment? Embodiment means becoming that, merging, aligning, inseparability. Okay? That is called embodiment. Embodiment of truth, that means only filled up with truth. Satyam, truth. No impermanent things it deals with. Permanent things. Satyam means permanent, Shashvat. Not temporary things at all. Temporary things or vanishing things it does not deal with. Satyam means Satyam Vada, speak the truth. Truth is permanent. So, my dear friends, everything is laid down crystal clear. I is nothing but truth. When you are using I, that word, you must keep in your mind only truth. Because if you really know I, you will have truth. If you don't know I, then truth will disappear. So, my dear friends, Satyam is first and foremost part of the functions of I. That is, behaving, understanding, always the eternity, permanent things, no disappearing, no vanishing things. Number 2 is Gnanam. So that is called wisdom. Gnanam means wisdom. It is not knowledge. Knowledge of cooking is there, knowledge of wrestling is there, knowledge of languages are there, knowledge of sciences, this and that. That is all knowledge, that is all informatory science. How to cook is not the wisdom. You understand? So the manager is wisdom and the work is called knowledge. You have the knowledge of particular work, fine. But how to handle that work is the art of wisdom. So that wisdom is called Gnanam in Sanskrit. Gnanam is wisdom. That is having more understanding of clarity, what is right, what is wrong. This Vichakshana Gnana, it is called Viveka. Vivekananda. Whenever I take the word Viveka, Vivekananda only comes to my mind. He is such a great person that he wants Viveka, that's why he put his name like Viveka. And he understood that Viveka gives Ananda, that's why he clubbed Ananda to that. So now he became Vivekananda. His original name was Narendra. So the clarity in his life, he brought it. He had some clarity in his life. Vichakshana. He decided that he must possess wisdom. So, I is an embodiment of self-consciousness, is an embodiment of truth, embodiment of Gnana, wisdom. Automatically he will be righteous. Automatically he will go only towards the right. There is no question of going towards the wrong. Then thirdly, it is Anantam. Okay. The first sentence in the slide is that Satyam Gnanam Anantam. Anantam means there is no limit for that. Limitless capacities, limitless supremacy. There is no limit for his capacities. What can you do? You can do anything. There is no limit for you. Sarva Samartha. Okay. Sarva Shaktiman. So that is called omnipotent. Omnipotent. Potentials means capabilities, abilities, either mental and physical, both. Mental ability and physical abilities comes under Anantam, Shakti. Unlimited power. So there is no limitness for his achievements in the life. And creations. There is no limit for creation. You can create anything. Unlimited power. Okay. So these are the three. Because these are the three factors of this universe, in fact. These three are very, very essential for winning over this universe. These are the three necessary for creating everything. As Atma, you will create the things. As a human, you can enjoy it, you can meddle with that, you can repair it, you can put it in a different way, you can enjoy that in whatever way you wish, because we are all bestowed with wisdom. Human kingdom is a special creature on this earth with a special quality of deciding for itself, choosing its own choice, deciphering right and wrong. All these things are given to the human, so we can enjoy the materialistic life. For that we came, not for fighting, not for creating problems, not for doing unnecessary things, not for doing a small thing, which always go for a big thing. That's what you are supposed to do. Your action should be complete in all aspects. So, my dear masters, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, these are the three components of I. I is supposed to give you all these three. If you realize, you will get it. If you understand that, you will get it. If you follow that, you will get it. So you should understand that you are that. You are the I. Okay. I is not a physical body, or I is not something else. This I is the teacher inside. I is the energy that gives you entire lot of life. All the life is dependent on I. If you want to become a good person, you have to follow I. If you want to be a strong man, you should follow only I. Everything is dependent on I. Okay. If you want roti, kapda or makan, you should be dependent on I. If you want to live 100 years, Jijivisheshatasmaha. Okay. Kurvaneva iha karmane Jijivisheshatasmaha. You have to go on doing your work if you want to live 100 years. Okay. That is what Ishavashopanishad explains to us. My dear masters, a lot of information is available in our books. India is the fund of spiritual content. The whole world is looking at India only for this great. That's why we are very stubborn, we are fearless, and we do our job with no problems in fact. Only internal spirits of ignorance is there. India suffers from ignorance, that's it, not it. Knowledge. Knowledge is there. And the fundamentals are always leading us towards spirituality. Spirituality is the savior of humanity. Okay, my dear friend, now what is I? I speaks always truth. I always acts wisely. Wisdom, wisely it will work. And third one is it works without any limits. Okay, these are the contents. What is the I doing? I always speaks truth, always speaks eternal things. Okay, and then wisely it will work. It speaks wise. Okay, it speaks the truth, it speaks wisely, and it does unlimitedly. Okay, it has got supreme power. It is having unexplainable capabilities to deal with this universe. Okay, my dear masters, three factors you have to see. I is universal, omnipresent and omnipotent. I is Brahman. Okay. Truthful, speaking, light, we call light, loving. Everybody will be able to become a loving personality with the truth. If you are speaking false, nobody will be a friend to you. The moment they understood, they will desert you. So kindly be always truth. That will give you a greater love, to get a sort of to love and get loved. Okay. And then wisdom. Wisdom is actually wisdomful thinking. Okay. And then infinite working is power. Actually speaking, it is not thinking, it is speaking truth always. It is whatever you speak, it should be the best. That is wisdom, in fact. So your talk will indicate your wisdom. Are you speaking the truth or not? So every bit of your talk should be very, very understanding, and you should not be hasty to speak. Whenever you speak, it should be very, very careful, and only the truth it should come out. Okay? And then wisdom, when once you have got a wisdomful thinking, you will love everyone, and then infinite working. So you have infinite strength in you. You can do any kind of work. Okay? So, last sentence, I is truthful, and then abundance plus speaking. Okay? So, whenever I is given this sort of attributes, same thing is applicable to you also. And same thing is applicable to him also, her also, it also. Okay? Everything is fine. So, everything, sarvam khalvidam brahman. Everything is made up of only I. That's why all people should behave in the same way. Humans use this word across the globe. Humans alone need to be truthful, wisdomful, and complete person. And these are the faculties of I available in human kingdom only, will be having three qualities. In the animal kingdom, this is not there. Wisdom is not there. Only the other things are there. Even speaking is not there in other realm. Speaking is there only with human kingdom. And wisdom is not there with them. Only knowledge is there for the other animals. And the other day I was telling, ahara, nidra, bhaya, vaithunancha. Only these four are common. Ahara, food, nidra, fear, and then reproduction abilities. All these four are equally available to the humans and other realms, other creatures, that is animals and all those things. But the other realms, that is other creatures, other animals and everything, they do not have the faculty of wisdom, deciding what is right and wrong. So buddhirihi tesham adhiko vishesha. Only buddhi is something different from us and the animals. Okay, so if humans are not so, and we only are speaking and we are only using that word I. Animals do not use, they don't have wisdom. So we are speaking and we are taking the word I, then we must maintain what I is meant for. So we are supposed to speak only the truth. We are supposed to be wise. We are supposed to do everything. So if we take the word I, we are supposed to do this. Suppose if we are not able to speak truth, if we don't have any wisdom, we can't love somebody. And if we cannot do, if you say somewhere, sometime, I can't do this, that means you are found short of courage and worth, courage and strength and etc. Then you are not supposed to use the word I. You can use some other word. When once we use I, then we must be equipped with this kind of faculties. We have to be wise enough, we have to be speaking very sweet, okay? Lovely speaking should be there. And we should be able to do only researches, only innovations, only creations, only abnormal things, okay? And wonderful things. Miraculous things only we are supposed to do. There is no question of copying this, that, and that. See, now we are only telling all our children to follow the greater people, already who have performed their excellence already. They have shown their excellence. They are like Gautama Buddha is there. He found out that the universe is suffering from sorrow, and he has given a remedy for that. Okay. Meditation, anapanasati meditation, like that. So we are only telling our children become like a Buddha. But it is not like that. No copying of others. We have to encourage our children to become something greater than Buddha also. Whoever you name, you can become greater than that. Okay. Like Jesus Christ, an unusual genius, who said, though he was crucified, though he was tortured, though he was nailed, and a lot of personal misery he underwent, he maintained that people are not aware of that. People are not, they are to be excused. Don't punish, because they are ignorant. So that kind of love that kind of forgiving he got. So you imagine the strength of that gentleman. But we should also become greater than him. So that should be our goal. Okay. We can do also. When Jesus has done that, everybody can do even much more than that. So this is the lesson of the Atmic knowledge. That is called Atma Vijnan. This is called knowledge from self. In the beginning of these classes, we dealt with what is self-discipline. Self-discipline is nothing but self-knowledge. What is the self-knowledge? The self-knowledge goes to express love to everybody, to express truth always, to be honest, to be true to everyone. That is one of the characteristics of the knowledge, self-knowledge. And second one is love, light and power. I have already told three. So in that, wisdom also is there. Wisdom is identifying what is right for you and what is not correct for you. Okay. So that sort of wisdom we have to gain. And this is our faculties. And then we have to undertake helping everybody and doing wonderful things, miraculous things, as people will be always happy. Okay? Miraculous things only keep us happy. All ordinary things, whatever we are thinking now, this roti kapada makan itself is not sufficient, and they all give a lot of miseries as well as along with health. It will give ill health also. So all that is there. So what is limited, what is unlimited? Suppose if you go more than what is required, then you will go into the other part of that. You will go into bad effect of those things. So my dear masters, we are actually dependent on self-knowledge. We are not dependent on the physicality. We are not dependent on this sort of external things. Materialistic things are all temporary. Okay? We don't get happiness from them. So we'll speak on happiness on some other day. Okay. So now, my dear masters, now we should understand that we are a special creatures on this earth meant for some special purposes. So we should always think of creating miracles, creating unusual love, okay, creating great internal harmony along with all of us, and then miraculous deeds. Okay. So I is not one for who is not true, and not wise, and not open-minded. So be careful, because we are using the greatest word I. I is not a small thing, which is used across the globe. Not you and I, every human being on this globe, in Bangalore city, in China, in India whole, as well as all other countries across the globe, this word I is used. The meaning is only available to us, that is aham. The meaning in aham is given, and that meaning we have to communicate to everybody. Okay. Aham brahmasmi, tattvamasi, soham, and then om tat sat. These are the four things which we have to, and these are the things which have originated from Indian knowledge, and we have the faculty of self-knowledge. So, my dear masters, we have to understand the self-knowledge and follow that in order to be wise, in order to be lovable, in order to be a great achiever in our lifetime. Okay. Next. And one more question, that is what the topic is all about this class. Who am I? So what is this, the jugglery of the words? What is the different meaning what supposed to be conveyed by this question? Who am I? My dear masters, Adhyatmika Shastra, that means spiritual science, has got three components. Actually, it has got two only, but one more is there, which is seen. Two are unseen, one is seen. Already we have told, we have discussed about this, but now it is time to recollect. We have I in us, that is Atma is there. Adhyatma means Adhi plus Atma, I told. Adhi means mind. So Atma is not alone, mind also is there with us. Not only mind, Atma and mind both are there, Adhyatma is okay, and body also is there with us, physical body, Bhautika Shastra. Bhautika Sharira we are with. So, my dear masters, in English, we call spiritual metaphysical sciences. What is this? Spiritual metaphysical. Yeah. Spiritual, we have got spirit, that is I. Meta, invisible thing we have, that is mind. And then physical. Physically means this is seen. We have the body. Okay. So soul, mind, and body. Okay, masters. Okay, we will see this. Then we will come back. We have three bodies. Okay, here. Are you able to see the slide? Are you able to see the slide?
Yeah, yes, sir. We are able to.
Yes, we have kept here three bodies, Your three bodies. So, my dear masters, we should understand that we are soul, mind, and physical body. In English, I, and there is another word, me. I think perhaps you are not aware of that word, me. You use it, but you don't know what it is. When I is there, why is the necessity of me? Okay. Me is not I is not me. Okay. Me is there. Do you know the meaning of me? Very difficult to tell. Okay. Because you don't have need or any occasion to look into that. Me also is there in English. What is the meaning of that? Now we will understand what is it. I is there, you understood already, it is spirit, it is energy inside. It is Atma in Sanskrit. Yes, fine. Then what is the next body? Is mind. So mind is representing me. When you say me, it has got mind there. Okay. Mind, and in addition to that there is another batch of parts are there. Okay. So me is called astral body. Okay. Astral body. That is called Shushma Sarira. Mind is not seen, no. So it comes under subtle body. That is called Sushma Sarira, invisible body. So I plus invisible body is there in us. We don't know that. And that is called me. Okay. So it doesn't have a name. Me doesn't have a name. Do you know any name is attributed to me? Any name is there for I? There is no name for I. Nameless. So also me. Me is nameless. You can't say any name for that. And third component is physical body. Okay. Physical body means it's a seen body. No? You are able to perceive. Oh, you have got these parts. And your body is made up of these things like this. Okay, my dear masters? So physical body. But physical body does not have a name. Now my name is, for instance, I am taking my name to explain the class, My name is B. Sivaramappa. Do you mean to say that Sivaramappa is the name given to my physical body? If you think that is right, then you are wrong. My body is not having any name. Actually, the body comes into that planet through the womb of our mother without name. The body comes and it goes without name. It doesn't have any name at all. We are only thinking wrongly that physical body has got the name. So, my dear masters, physical body, first thing is that which is visible to us, physical body. And this body is made up of five parts. What is that? Physical, bhautika shariram. Any bhagalu? Bhautika shariram, that is physical body, has got 5 parts, 5 components. It has no part. Physical body doesn't have any part. You are thinking that it has got leg, hand, this, that, and all those things. No. Entire thing is physical body. That's it. There is no separate physical body for a hand. There is no separate body for a leg. No, please. There is no leg, hand, eyes, this, that, and everything. All put together is a body. Suppose somebody leaves his body and goes away. We will say his body. We don't say he has left his hand, he has left his eye, he has left that, this and that. The entire thing is put together called body. It has no parts, but it is made up of something because it is visible. We are seeing that substance, then that substance must be with some material, yes or no? So what is that? We can understand, but no parts. Why no parts? If you understand subtle body, then you will understand this also. So please wait for that. Now, what is the material with which this body is made up of? That much only we can study in the Bhautika Sharira. Because it is a visible thing, visible thing only we can understand of that. Okay. So the visible thing is that the body has been made by this sort of skin, flesh, blood and everything. So these are all coming from the skin and bones will go towards earth element, and blood, water, etc. available in that, it goes into water. Okay. The element of water is there in us. The element of earth is there in us. And the element of air is always there as you breathe in, breathe out. And the element of fire is there which digests your food taken by you, okay, and keeps your body warm. Heat is there. And then space is there. So what is the space? Space is nothing. Nothingness is called space. Emptiness is called space. So what is the use for that? Of course, the earth is useful for us to live on and construct houses and all those. And then apaha, that is water, is needed for drinking and all those things, without which the body will not sustain, without dehydration, okay, it will die. Okay, next fire. Without fire, no digestion takes place. Then after fire, then there is a space. So what is the use of this space? So nobody knows, what is, if something is there, it is useful. So my dear friends, you kindly understand, space is very, very essential. Without space, you cannot take food inside. Without space, you cannot move. Suppose if both of your friends are sitting side by side, and some other friend comes again, he sits side by side without giving any space. Then if there is no space, in fact, then all the 3 friends will become a bunch. Because they cannot move, there is no space. So the whole universe, if there is no space in it, then whole universe will become a ball and nobody can move. The whole ball should move, the whole universe should move. So that is not possible, there is no life. in such a case. So, my dear friends, you kindly understand all the five elements are very, very, very important as everyone is. Every element is equally important compared to that. Okay? So, now having understood about the physical body, it is visible and made up of five elements. And now coming to the next part, coming to the part of I, we leave this astral body. Okay, we will come to I part. Afterwards, we will see what is astral body. I part is called Atma. It has no, again, no body, nothing, and then it is having no parts. It is only single. That's it. Only one part is there. That is called energy. That's it. It will only produce energy. It gives you the energy for moving everything, for doing everything. Okay. Its duty is only to supply that. It itself is energy. Okay. Embodied with energy. Okay. So how many parts are there in this? Only one part. And what is the name of this? There is no name. No name can be given to this. It is called Atma. That's all. Atma, soul, spirit, I, Almighty, God, whatever name you give, okay, no problem. You got Venkateshwara Balaji, Narasimha, or Jesus Christ, or whatever you call, all names are attributed to that. So nothing is there specific. Okay. So that is called I. So we know I and physical body. I, only one part, physical body, five parts, that is components of the physical substance. Okay, in between we have another body called me. In this body, it is called Shushma Sarira. In this body, we have 19 parts. So all parts of the human are there only with Sushma Sarira. Sushma Sarira is the important Sarira, in fact. The physical body is like a doll, it's a box for a gold. The box will be thrown out. The gold will be picked up after purchasing it from the shop of jewels. Okay. If you understand, the Sushma Sarira is the important thing which is covered by a physical body. So the Sushma Sarira is the Sarira actually which has got all parts to work, all parts to behave with, to move and take the physical body along. Okay. So Sushma Sarira is very important in us. That is what astral body. Okay. That is called me. So you speak to me, not to speak to I. I cannot speak. Me only has to speak because me has got that part to speak. I doesn't have any part. It will only just like sun in the sky. It will only light. It gives light to you. That's it. It will not do any work. Our Atma also is just staying inside the body. It will not work, but it will give the light of everything. It will give all sorts of wisdom. To make use of that, it is for you to use it. It will not do anything, but it will be giving you the truth, wisdom, and the capacity to the extreme. Now, who is to work? Sushma Sarira has to work. That is called me. Okay. So, my dear friends, me has got 19 parts. Now, what is the time? Time is getting up. So, these 19 parts are very important for us. If you understand that, you will complete the three bodies in you. Okay, with this, for this today class, you kindly let us conclude this with these three bodies, and the Sushma Sarira is very important, and that we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. So, my dear friends, up to this, you understand that we are composed of three bodies. One is Atmic body, second one is astral body, Sushma Sarira, astral body, subtle body, and third one is physical body. Okay. So the physical body is 5 parts and Atma is 6 parts, and this subtle body in between, that is having 19 parts, making the total to 25. 25 is the Panchavimshati. So our whole body is composed of 25 parts. Okay, my dear masters. So with this, today's class we will just conclude, and we will come back tomorrow with this same topic in continuity. Okay. So thank you very much. So Srikant Garu, kindly take over the meditation session.